What the All Blacks are getting up to during their bye week, fresh embarrassment for Labour's struggling campaign, and more lengthy delays at Auckland Airport expected as school holiday travel looms. At Maria, I'm Sherry Kinnear reporting from France, and these are the latest New Zealand Herald headlines. The All Blacks are midway through their bye week here in Bordeaux as they look toward their third Rugby World Cup pool game against Italy next week. They've taken the extended break as an opportunity to ramp up training and test new skills under pressure. But it's not been all business, with the team enjoying a bit of wine tasting and golf on their day off.
There's a little comp going on, but it was all head-to-heads yesterday. I just worried about taking down Damien, and I got the job done, which was happy on the 15th, so sorry Slim.
To election news, Labour's struggling campaign for re-election has endured fresh embarrassment, with the party slumping further into their 20s in the latest public poll. Labour fell 1 point to just 27% in the One News Varian poll, well behind National, which polled 37%. The centre-right bloc can just form a government with ACT's 12%. The Greens, meanwhile, are on 12, Te Pāti Māori on 3, and New Zealand First is steady on 5%, the threshold to enter Parliament. Meanwhile, Cyclone hit communities are hoping for more support regardless of who's in power post-election. The government's announced a $10 million package for 9 projects to help cyclone-impacted businesses. Wairoa Mayor Craig Little says they're still waiting on a promised visit from National leader Chris Luxon. 7 months on from the disaster, he hopes support for Wairoa isn't forgotten.
We're the most isolated community that got hit by the Cyclone Gabriel. We're the most affected per capita, and the deprivation level is probably the highest of all. So we need it.
Today's the day we find out if New Zealand's bounced out of a technical recession. The GDP figures for the second quarter of the year will be released later this morning. After 2 contractions, the country's entered a technical recession in the first quarter of the year. Economists are forecasting a small increase, but expect more economic difficulty later in the year and into early next year. And school holiday travellers are being urged to do their bit to avoid lengthy wait times at Auckland Airport. Our newsroom's been flooded with complaints about delays in recent days, some calling the scenes a madhouse and totally disorganised. Travellers have reported elderly passengers fainting, children crying, and others being desperate for toilets while waiting in queues. The airport says passenger numbers are nearing pre-COVID levels, with up to 13,000 people expected to pass through the site on Saturday. They're asking travellers to come prepared and allow for plenty of time. And those are the latest New Zealand Herald headlines. For more news worth knowing, head to nzherald.co.nz. Kia pai te rā. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel to stay up to date with all the latest news from the New Zealand Herald. Click the subscribe button below or check out one of the videos here, and head over to nzherald.co.nz for more details on these stories and more.